Hey friends, my name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show, and today is a very special day. I have a very special headphone in my hands, the Meze Empyrean. It's gorgeous, it sounds amazing, it's beautifully crafted. You know that. It's been around a little bit. And this headphone here, this is the Meze 99 Classic. I reviewed this a couple of years ago for Sound and Vision magazine. I will link to my review. But you know, when I got this headphone, I thought this one here, this $309 headphone, I don't know where they came up with the $309. Anyway, this $309 headphone looks, feels, and sounds like a much more expensive headphone. I love this headphone. It was one of those, yep, I get it right away kind of sounds. Great headphone, beautifully made, $309. This one, on the other hand, is $2,999, which we could also call $3,000, so roughly 10 times the price. What is the difference? How do you think they'll compare? You know, it's kind of interesting that Meze doesn't actually have a model in between these two, right? You go from $309 to $3,000, no in between model. That's pretty special right there. So what's going on in this headphone? Well, they put a lot of time into developing it, and they have these isodynamic diaphragms with spiral conductors and switchback conductors. There's really nothing else like it. It is a planar magnetic, but most planar magnetic just have their traces go in straight lines. This one is all curvy, and I'm showing you pictures of it, of the diaphragm and the people assembling and making these headphones. They are designed and made in Romania. It has a carbon fiber headband to keep the weight down, a real leather supportive headband, and these gorgeous ear pads. This is sort of a velour or Alcantara pad. It also comes with leather pads. I found the sound of these better and just generally more comfortable, so I did almost like 99.9% of my listening with these ear pads. Impedance is 31 ohms. It weighs 430 grams, which is pretty light for a full-size planar magnetic headphone. The warranty runs to 2 years. I forgot to mention that these ear cups are CNC machined from a solid block of aluminum, and these grills are also machined from aluminum. So the build quality, feel, and comfort are really well above average for this type of headphone. I like this. This is an aluminum suitcase, really nicely done specifically for the headphones, foam inserts, first class all the way. The first recording I played, where I was really listening, sitting down and listening, ready to take notes, was Frank Zappa's Yellow Shark. It was done late in his life with a chamber group. It's gorgeous recording. It's dense. It's tonally lush. It was a beautiful way to start my experiences with the Empyrean, because it just brought everything into focus. Beauty, color, framing, space. It was exactly what I wanted. You don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. But in this case, the Empyrean made a very, very strong first impression. Now I did, after spending an hour or so listening to that, I popped on the 99 Classics. It was actually pretty surprising how well the 99 Classic held up in that comparison, because yes, I definitely felt they came from the same company, the same designers, the same goals in design, because they were close enough to not be jarring when I went from $3,000 to $300 headphone. That was good. So we were off to, I said, you know, yeah, this is going to work. This comparison, strangely enough, makes sense. Next up, Bill Frisell's Nashville album. This is, I don't know, like 10, 15 years old at this point, but it's a gorgeous record. It's a studio album. It's very clear, very precise, very pristine, and the Empyrean just kind of laid it out. Now, switching over to the 99 Classic, the main thing I was hearing was was tone and frequency response. It sounded smaller, it sounded more confined, more mid-rangey, less bottom, less airy top. But again, the comparisons were not jarring. Especially after I listened to the 99 Classic for a while, I like these headphones. That's why I gave them a good review. So the 99 Classic. So it was things were unfolding, things were changing. Going back and forth, I heard more and more. But the thing I have to state right up front here is that, if you can't afford a $3,000 headphone, but you want something that's kind of out of the ordinary, not a Sennheiser, not a Grado, not a Beyerdynamic, the 99 Classic is a really nice, very livable headphone for $309. So another way of describing the difference is that the Empyrean sort of opens up the space. It expands the space. More like you're in the room with the musicians. And the 99 Classic takes that away. It's subtractive. It's missing information. Top, bottom, space, resolution, detail are all tapped down. Basic signature, the basic feel is similar, no doubt. There's just less of it there with the 99 Classic. I popped on Gang of Four's Paralyzed, and the spiky guitars, those quirky, jangly rhythms and stuff, they really popped on the Empyrean. Absolutely. It was the thing you want to move kind of sound, which is the idea, right? So those headphones just seemed to let it pass. Switching back to the 99 Classic, it tapped it down somewhat. Now at this point, I'm going to stop doing these comparisons because you get the impression, the $3,000 headphone sounds better than the $309 headphone. No surprises there. The surprise is what you get from the $309 headphone is amazingly good for the money. But just over the time I've lived with the Empyrean, it's a very satisfying sound. It sort of diffuses my audiophile analytical brain and says, calm down, just listen to this. The headphone is speaking to me. It's just saying, just let it be. Just stop thinking about it and just enjoy it. It had that feeling. But I am a reviewer after all, so I couldn't help but compare it to the Abyss AB1266TC, which I reviewed very, very recently here. That headphone sounds different. way, way, way different than the Empyrean. It's a far more open sounding headphone, the AB1266TC. It's more open. It has deeper, more articulate bass and airier highs. It is a significant step up from the Empyrean. It is also, by the way, $2,000 more expensive. It is also harder to drive. It's definitely not portable. And though it's very comfortable, though it doesn't look comfortable, you can't bop around with a AB1266 straddling your noggin there. That's not okay. So the Empyrean is certainly a more conventional design. They're both planar magnetics. They're both beautifully made and handcrafted. But there's an elegance to the Empyrean that, I'm sorry, the 1266 is a techie, let it all hang out kind of design. It's not trying to be cool. It just says this is what it takes to make a world-class headphone. I'm talking about the AB1266. The Empyrean sights are a little lower. It's saying let's just make something that sounds wonderful. And I think with that goal, it succeeds very, very well. With that said, I can now say, my name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Be careful out there. I don't want to lose any of you viewers. Everyone is precious to me. But anyway, if you like what I do, please subscribe. Hit that button right down there. When you do, hit the little notification bell so you'll be notified every time there's a new episode. Check out my Patreon at patreon.com/SteveGuttenberg. reon.com/audiophiliac. You can follow me on Twitter at audiophiliacman, on Instagram at steve.guttenberg. You can check out playlists. There's playlists of many, many, many more headphone reviews and speaker reviews and music reviews and electronics reviews. And there's interviews with all kinds of incredibly interesting and groovy people. So there's lots and lots to see here. So don't go away so fast. Don't touch that dial, as they used to say. But now I can say my work here is at last complete. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back here again very, very soon. Bye-bye.